So right now, if I lock it, it locks it. But if I want to open it, it will not open. The first thing I'm gonna do is remove this panel so we can get to the screws right here. I'm using this panel removal thingy tool. I'll start at the edge and then work your way down. As you can see, they're just little like metal clip bars. So the 3 bolts that you're gonna take off are 1, 2, 3. They're not bolts, they're screws. And then you're gonna use a T20. Then once you remove those 3 screws, you're gonna go right here and start popping up the panel, popping it out. All the pop rivets or whatever you want to call them, just pop them out and then pull this handle up, pull this handle out, and then go up. So right here it'll get detached, and you'll be able to remove the door panel. Now once you're behind the door panel, you want to remove these 2 speaker wires. They're connected right here. There's 1, 2, and then there's the cord that goes down. I'm gonna disconnect it from right here. That one comes up. This is for the door handle. And that comes out and over. That's for the door handle lever. And then the light, there's one for the light. I'm just gonna pull it to unplug it. As you can see. It's just that I'm trying to remove the whole door panel out of the way. And then right here, it's gonna be the switch for the door controls, the window controls. So all you have to do is push this lever down over this little loop or hump thing, and it should just pop right out. And then the light one, just pull it out and it comes out. So that's how you remove the whole door panel. So the next thing that we're gonna do is try to get back here. So this little thing is the unlock and lock little thing. So I'm gonna just take this off, just like that. That's what that is. I'm gonna put it with the rest of my screws that I have right there. And then I'm gonna pull this back so I can see what I'm working with. Here we got some power connectors we have to disconnect. So let me see how we're gonna disconnect that. There's a button up here on top. So in order to remove this one, see this little push pin right here? You push that one down, you push this one down, and it pops out. So the thing that's right here, you pop it up, and then you can see your L wrench type of screw that goes in there. Okay, once you remove this, you're gonna pull out the key housing drum. I don't really know the name of it. I'll find out and I'll put it right here. You slide this out, and then you'll get this. And I found out how you change out the LED lights that come under here. There's the LED light thing. It's pretty cool. The next step I'm gonna do is remove these 3 bolts. 1, 2, and 3. And to remove these bolts, you're gonna need a T30. Now the actuator is loose, and now you're able to move it around to see the actual wiring that you need to remove. And you can see down there, that's the wire that goes up to the keyhole, so when you unlock the car from the front. Okay, on the actuator in the bottom, there's gonna be a plastic piece connected in this hole right here. So all we have to do is just pop it out. So this is the little push pin thing that I was telling you about. They were to unplug. because this actuator is loose, I'm able to move it around and push it down. As you can see, I got it out of there. There's one more, as you can see, right here, right there, that plastic. That one connects. So it connects right here to the actuator. So this would be the actuator. So the wire will be running under here, connect here, and going up and over, and connecting to this plastic hole. So now we have to push that one out to loosen it. So on the back end it has this, and it has a little connector right here. So on the metal piece, that's where this is gonna connect, and then the bottom piece right here, it connects right around here. So that's how that looks like. I can't record it, but you can just feel it back there when you're loosening it. That's where those two connection goes. Now to actually get the actuator out, I unscrewed this one. It was really not really necessary, but I had to unscrew these two bolts that hold on to the rails for the regulator. So I just took this bolt off, took this one, because I had to move this rail so I can get the actuator out of there. And the way we're gonna put this back in is the same way I took it out. So this is gonna go down here, and it's gonna slide right in there, the same way I took it out. So I had a little difficulty. These were the bolts that I took off of my original one, and looking at them, they're not the correct bolts for the actuator. So I went to the junkyard and grabbed some original bolts that are supposed to look like this, or like this, but the one I took off looked like this. And I was trying to put this screw onto the new one, but it wasn't working. It was not fitting. It threaded my threads. And then I ended up putting the new ones on, the new bolts on here, as you can see. And I went to the other side of the door on the passenger side, and these bolts are supposed to look like this, and they're not supposed to have a gap. So that tells me before I bought the car, somebody replaced the actuator, that they're having this problem as well. This is my first time replacing it, so it's a real common issue for these to go out. I'm gonna show you the passenger side, how it looks like, because I compared this side to the other side, and the driver's side was different. So these are the bolts on the passenger side. As you can see, these are the correct bolts. I'm gonna put this key thing back, make sure it's back in place, and up, and then push it in. The screwdrivers. So I just pushed it back in. I'm gonna test it real quick with the key. Okay, now this is where I'm testing the actuator. So it's locked. Unlocked, locked, not unlocked, locked. You can only do it so many times. So right here, when this latch thing, you want it open, just pull the handle, and then pull the handle. So the actuator is working. So I'm gonna put it all back together and open and close the door. So just reverse the process on the door panel. You should be good to go from there. So let me test it, and then I'll show you guys in a little while. unlock, lock, unlock, lock. So that's how it's supposed to work with the key. Lock, unlock, then with this remote, it works. So now the actuator does work now. It's not making that tumbling noise how it did before when I used to push the button, and now it's just bounce, making that ugly ass noise. So the actuator was replaced, and it actually works now. So I don't have to use the key to lock the car or enter the car. Let me know if this helped you. Leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible.